But you want to know why we are where we are? Because we've had almost 2 full generations of that. Nobody holds you accountable. We've gone from the law of success to I'm okay, you're okay, cha-cha-cha. What the fuck? And you wonder why we accomplish so little. Now remember, the talk's about wealth, risk, reward, not. Because we don't know how to value risk and reward anymore. Some of you aren't old enough to even have had a grandparent that knows how to value it. Now, I'm a product of my father, the greatest generation. That's what they say, World War II vets, greatest generation. Who saved the world from this country as well, greatest generation. You read about it all the time. What happened? We've gone from the greatest generation to, in my humble opinion, and there's nothing humble about me, to the fucking worst generation. What's happened? What's happened is, now you can go to school and we have 3 teams that finish the league. They don't get first, second, and third place now. They all get winner's badges. Is that how it is when you go out and get a job? No. They get winner's badges. There are no winners and losers now. My kids just missed that, the cusp. My children are all in their 30s. And just when they were going to play soccer, which is what they call it in America, and they were just at the end of their careers and they weren't going to get any ribbons, fuck this. I mean, we're not participating in this anymore. Because I knew how wrong that was. I knew. I see some friendly faces, if you want to call it that. I have mentees in the audience. I'm not going to point them out because I don't want you to mob them. That have been successful, are successful, and plan on being successful if they want anything to do with me the rest of their lives. So what happened to wealth, risk, reward, not? It started a long time ago. When W. Clement Stone, the old insurance peddler, God rest his soul, and I used to sell insurance, door to door. I've seen the sun come up and over a kitchen table trying to sell a $10,000 whole life policy. Most of you in this room, maybe all of you in this room, have never experienced that. One, the sun coming up, sure, on some drunken whatever, but I mean over a table with about the 50th cup of coffee trying to convince Mr. and Mrs. Jones, Ollie and Margaret, that they should buy 10,000 whole life. So I got the commission that Neil was talking about. So why did we go from success, which is quantifiable, where you had to be accountable, to no accountability? What happened? Now, we've seen the Romans come and go, right? We've seen the Greeks come and go. We've seen 5 or 6 or 7 other civilizations come or go. How far in the cycle is humanity now? How far? Are we, as they say in America, in the first inning, the 4th inning, the 7th inning, or are we in the 9th inning? What are we doing today, notwithstanding Mr. Musk? Elon's a great guy, very bright, a great entrepreneur of extraordinary abilities, who's surrounded himself with extraordinary people, who says he's going to die on the way to Mars. Why does he want to go to Mars? Ask yourself. The model's a bust. There are certain pockets around the world that still understand, but there are few in academia. Now, I've been asked to speak at a lot of schools. And last year when I had the privilege of speaking at Oxford, I thought it was a mistake. I still remember the estate manager coming down and saying, you got a call from Oxford, and I said, what, did my Rhodes Scholarship get lost in the post? Now, when I made that joke at Oxford, nobody laughed. Not one goddamn student laughed. But it gave me the idea that, hell, I can go and talk at universities. I'm not getting paid. I travel there on my own nickel. And I can spread the word a lot faster. Because I stopped giving seminars, and as was pointed out 10 or 15 minutes ago, this is only the third time this century that I've talked outside Guthrie Castle, my home. But, and I'm now speaking at a lot of different schools. But schools call me or contact me, and then they do their research. Then they cancel. I've been canceled by Columbia University. I've been canceled by some of the best schools on the planet. And as you've read anything about my bio, a Harlem charter school, minority kids, not dissimilar to how I was raised, canceled me the night, 10 o'clock the night before I was supposed to be there the next morning. If I had not read my emails, I would have showed up. I should have showed up, but I didn't. And which caused a whole controversy, as they say. But I'm not telling you anything, well, I am telling you news to many of you, but I mean other people on the planet realize this. It's just not the ones that you're hanging with, chilling with. Kids, eagles fly alone. Eagles don't go to the pubs. Eagles don't go to the World Cup. Eagles don't go to the World Series. They fly alone. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future, young man. For most of the people that are sitting in this room, your future is dismal. I have nothing to tell you. I don't give a fuck. I have no book. I have nothing. I don't care if you like me or not. It doesn't make shit to me. That's why I can afford to tell you the truth. I don't have an upsell, a side sell, or any of that crap. I'm not sure you even understand all that. If the other personal development guys, and I'm not one of them, were so fucking successful, why are they not rich? Did you ever ask yourself? If marketing really worked, if internet marketing really worked, test small, roll out big. How many people? Everybody's heard that, right? If it really worked, why aren't all those guys flush with cash, truckloads of it? On Christmas, New Year's, Father's Day, Halloween, whatever, 50% off all my product. How many times do you see that? Well, if they can take 50% off their product because it's Valentine's Day, how much is the shit worth anyway? I've seen 90% off product. Sales indicate the price was too high. When value is clear, decisions are easy, as Roy Disney told me about 48 years ago. When value is clear, decisions are easy. When an attractive man walks in the door, you don't have to spreadsheet it. You know he's good looking or not, right? Yeah. When a good looking woman walks in the door, you don't have to spreadsheet it, right? You know. Why have we gone away from that kind of decision-making process? Because it's easy to procrastinate with a spreadsheet. They used to call it Lotus 1, 2, 3. I'm dating myself. Okay, so now why are we here? Now, have you ever seen a 3-year-old unhappy? Unless they've soiled their nappies, they're all happy, aren't they? Giggle, 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 right? Has anybody tell me? 3 years old. Okay, now 7 years old, same thing. They're all happy. Then what happens? By the way, self-esteem is built the first 7 years of life. You either have it or you don't. Who are you around the first 7 years of life? Mommy, mostly. Sometimes daddy. Sometimes an older brother or a sister. And maybe a grandparent, right? So if you don't have any self-esteem, you know who to blame. So what happens after you're 7? Why are you happy? Everybody in this room was happy then. What the fuck happened? And I love my parents. Self-esteem is the basis of all high performance. You either feel good about yourself, with my lovely wife who's sitting there. Nobody loves me more than I love myself.